The best voices, voices that truly matter, never allow themselves be heard. This lesson is worth learning again and again, forever. Your voice moves as whispers, murmurs and urges inside larger winds. Only the trusted few can absorb what is necessary. Wise and sly and perfect, your instructions drop, leaving nothing but the hard, sweet rhyme of enlightenment. The path is set. Your voice is unleashed. Except now, it's gone. And maybe it never was. End log. The Dreams of Alpha Lupi. With the arrival and departure of the traveler, we were left with so many questions, and particularly about its nature. What is it? Is it an AI, an advanced species, or a god of some degree? And why did it come to us? Well, as far as what it is, we still are not completely sure. However, we have come to know what it is possibly made of. We learned its outer shell is composed of neutronium and electroweak matter. Neutronium, we hypothesize, is a substance which makes up portions of neutron stars. Electroweak matter is a possible materialization of the weak interaction. This weak interaction is a fundamental mechanic in nuclear fission. The weak interaction is responsible for weak nuclear force, one of the prime forces involved with, or possibly within, the singularity which was our universe before its expanse. Which means this substance has not been seen since the dawn of time, if there is such a thing. It's relative, I suppose. We have also been able to get an idea as to its possible reason for coming here. By the accounts of a poem entitled The Dreams of Alpha Lupi, we can arrive at a potential conclusion. The author of the dreams is unknown, yet they appear to be written from the perspective of the traveler, or a close observer. Maybe they were his thoughts, possibly recorded at the time of their nativity. I will summarize the poem here, and place it in what is the possible intended order. I will give it a more in-depth treatment in another log. The blaze sits inside a nest of little worlds, still too distant to share its heat, but plainly staring out at you. A face emerges, drawn from plasmas and radiation. There must be meanings in its roar. You listen hard and carefully, and sometimes a lucid melody seems to rise out of random noise. Joy builds, and the first hope in ages transforms you. It seems important, even critical, to tell every star from here to the black between the galaxies that you will be strong again. You put yourself on the perfect trajectory, and for a fraction of an instant, you allow yourself the luxury of confidence. Even the largest body lets itself be pushed where it needs to be, seduced into nice, warm, loving orbits. Persistence is the key. You have lived as invisibly as possible, flicking from solar system to solar system, making grand plans, overseeing the culturing of civilizations before leaving in a blink. But you have no recollection of ever wanting worship, or even thanks from those blessed by you. But memory is heavy now. It feels like lead and neutronium and electroweak matter fashioned into a moon-sized ball that you must carry as you move. Now, your flight is rapid, your vast mind infected with such dread and toxic doubt that you find yourself afraid of the simple act of thought. And it is your children you must turn to now, in time of need. This has been such a long chase. This will be the place you will fight. Fight and win. But do you really know why you go where you go, and where this journey is taking you? The chase leads you where you need to be, you believe, unless you are being pushed. The knife had 1,000,000 blades, and you were giant, powerful, and swift. But the knife pinned you, cut your godly flesh away. Very little was left, you are sure, because you feel insignificant now. The hard, slick heart of your soul, that is what remains. a body small as a river stone and just as simple. You picture yourself as a piece of indigestible grit, a nameless nothing hiding among other nameless stones. Perhaps you glitter like a gem. Yes, pride makes you hope so. If only you could see yourself. But you have no eyes. Not the dimmest sense survives. What lives is memory, and what slim portion of these thoughts can you trust? The knife stole much more than your body. The Dreams of Alpha Lupi. End log. It would appear something about us, humanity, gave the traveler hope. Perhaps it, like a puer alternus, has lived so many temporary lives it is tired of running from a seemingly inescapable situation. It had given light to others, and when the darkness came, it ran. This time, though, it stayed. Its enemies had become ours as well. However, they would prove to be more than just thorns in our sides and blades at our throats.